Welcome back to Strands by Shanna. It's your favorite full service hairstylist, Shanna. And today I'm going to guide you through how exactly it is that we maintain our hair under extensions. Now, this is one of my clients that comes every, I'd say, 4 to 6 weeks to make sure she comes in and gets her shampoo, her treatment, and a trim if needed, as well as we do some braids and we oil her scalp to make sure that her hair is healthy and thriving and growing very nicely under her protective styles, and her protective style of choice is a wig, in fact. So I started by detangling her hair, as you had seen, and we're going to do an avocado smoothie treatment, and I add my avocado in there. As you can see, I use my real Jamaican castor oil. I use a mint conditioner, as well as a conditioning agent and some olive oils, as well as some avocado oils, just an oil blend that I pump in there. Now, as you can see, I'm shampooing her hair first. We want to make sure we thoroughly shampoo the hair. The hair ends are important as well, and the roots, of course. So I take my time and I like to do a little bit of a detangle as I am shampooing her hair, and I make sure I get that blood rushing and pumping on that scalp. And we're gonna shampoo it, and of course I use the hose that I use to shampoo her hair because I want soft water coming out. That was just me showing you the treatment that I had in fact mixed. Now we're going to apply it, and I like to start applying from the roots. I go through section by section, and then I will fully submerge the entire hair, as you can see here. And I make sure I give love to the ends. The ends are the oldest parts of our hair. Ladies, we need to make sure we show them love as well, okay? It's important. I make sure I pat down anything that's dripping from the treatment or just the water in the hair. And then I'm going to put her under the deep steam. I start off with a nice warm deep steam, and I let that stay there for about 15 minutes or so. And then we're going to get into a little cool down process. And as you can see, it is now blue. We cool down a bit, and then I'm going to take her out of there and rinse out her hair. I like to rinse the hair with cooler water, so we lock in all of the moisture and all of the nutrients that we just put into the hair. We don't want to lose that, okay? So use cool water if you're able to. I recommend it. Now I do a little bit more detangling, and now I'm going to put in some oils into her hair because I always want to make sure that your hair has moisture to it, it's hydrated. And what I like to use first, we start with water, then a cream type of a treatment or a mask or just any leave-in, and then I lock it in with oil. It's important to lock in whatever previous creams that you have used in the hair with an oil, because if you just go from shampooing your hair and directly oil, you may think you're doing yourself a really good doing a really good thing, but actually you're not. You're locking in dry hair with oil. So we lock it in after we put the cream. And of course, I'm going to detangle the hair, and now I'm going to blow dry section by section. I want to thoroughly blow dry the hair so it's just a bit more manageable, and it's nicer when you braid it, okay? And because she is going to be putting on a wig, we want to make sure that the braids are nice and flat and not no bulky or big braids, because those are not cute. So as you can see here, I'm just blow drying the hair, and I did the back section, and now we move on to the top. Isn't it just amazing how our hair can just stretch out and just be even longer when we blow dry it? The stretch game is amazing, I must always say. So as you can see here, I continue to blow dry her hair. And I move on to trimming. Now, a trim is a trim. Make sure your hairstylist shows you what she is taking off, and not just freestyle and trick you and say it's a trim when you're getting a really super haircut. I let everybody know what I want to take off, and you let me know if you're okay and you're comfortable with that. As long as you're comfortable, we move forward. And when you're trimming the hair, make sure you are trimming to go with the head shape, the circumference of the head, the whole shape of the head. You're not going to hold every piece of hair at the very same angle, because that would not be an even trim. If you're going for some extreme layers, then you can hold every section at the same exact angle, but that's not what we're going for. We want a nice even trim. We want length, and we want evenness throughout the hair. So this is why you see me trimming it like this. And you see how much I take off? That's all I take off, nothing crazy. We're just getting rid of the ends. Because if you have split ends and you leave them, do you know what happens? all those split ends do is they just work its way up your hair shaft, and it can go all the way to your roots. So it is so important to make sure you trim your hair. I know, ladies, sometimes you want to keep that length and you're afraid. Please trim your hair, okay, on a regular basis, because if you do not, your hair starts to thin. You start to feel like, why does my hair feel so like trashy? Why does it feel so coarse? Why is it so hard? You know, it feels unmanageable. It's really because you have those split ends and they're just there and they're just getting worse and worse and worse. Now, as you can see, I am braiding her hair, and of course I'm going to oil your scalp. Always oil your scalp. Always give some love to those scalps. Yep. Oil it, and then she's perfectly ready to put on her wig. And that is all today. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.